All right, my Coco friends, time's running out to see spectacular rugby at Infinity Park's beautiful outdoor venue. With us, Will McGee from England, Sean Davies from South Africa, and Bryce Campbell from USA, who's also, by the way, it's his birthday.
That's right.
They're currently here for the Merlins men's elite team. Nice to have you all on the show. Welcome.
Thank you.
So first, all three of you next year will play once again for the Raptors. What's the difference between the Raptors and then the team that you're playing now for the Merlins?
So the Merlins is the amateur team that's owned by the city of Glendale, and that's our men's elite team, the D1 men's, the women's teams, and the under-20s guys team. And then the Raptors is the professional team that's starting off next year, which is owned by an independent group of investors. And
explain the difference, in simple terms, as simple as you can, the difference between football, American football, and rugby.
First of all, rugby's a lot more fun.
Well said.
And a lot less concussions as well.
Really?
Yeah. And then in terms of the gameplay, it's faster pace, there's less stoppages, you have to pass the ball backwards, you can run forwards, you can kick forward. But yeah, just no stoppages.
See, I would think with less concussions and injuries, you're not wearing a pad or a helmet, dude.
Yeah.
You must have one hard noggin.
He's pretty good about staying away from the contact.
All right, so Sean, let's talk about the three. You've secured a spot for the U.S. in the 2019 Rugby World Cup in Japan. Congratulations. That is absolutely huge. What's the most challenging part of rugby?
Well, firstly, so there's 6 of us for the Glendale team who play for the USA team, and then in June we played a World Cup qualifier against Canada. So we played a home and away game against Canada. We ended up in the first game for the US, we ended up drawing with Canada, so we played in San Diego against Canada, and that game was the winner takes all. So that's how we qualified to the World Cup. Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's fabulous. Congrats. What is it about rugby that you want to get out there and play, like with no helmet, no pads, and get all skinned up? What is it that drives you to do this?
I personally like the fact that I'm one of the smaller guys on the field, and I get a boss around with the big guys like this. So yeah, I like telling them what to do the whole time, because in normal life I don't really get to do that. So
Well, are you the captain? Is that why you get to tell them what to do?
No, we just, us two especially, or mainly Will, but we're the playmakers, so we get it organised and help on and stuff like that. So,
what advice do you have for somebody watching and they're interested in getting into rugby? Not necessarily a young child either. Maybe
well, the nice thing about Glendale is that we have the rugby academy that starts from the ages 5 and up, and then to the elite team. So we have a wide variety. So I highly recommend anyone, male, female, if you want to start a rugby, please come and join the Glendale Raptors or Glendale Merlins. Yeah, female too.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. You want to come try it one day?
Maybe, well, wait a little bit. When I have PMS, I might come out. You might want me then. That's when I'll come out. So talk about how popular rugby is with women.
It's pretty big, because a few years back they made women's rugby a emerging sport for the NCAA. So there's a lot of college universities all over the place that are getting women's teams and giving scholarships to women to go play. And even here we have 2 teams in the WPL now. And we even have one college, Lindenwood, they're coming to play our WPL team this weekend.
Very cool, that's nice.
And what's cool about it with women, it's the same exact sport, women and men.
So they don't wear pads or helmets either?
They don't wear pads, same thing, they hit just like the men. Unlike somewhere like lacrosse, where it's a lot different sport.
Are they real tough and muscled up?
Yeah, wouldn't mess with them.
Okay. Yeah, good, okay. I'll stay out then. Play under the Merlins name, that actually represents a culture of growth. So that's huge. I mean, what does that mean as a player?
So it's really cool with the way that rugby is going in the United States and the growth that we see in the future. Being a part of that here in Glendale is huge for us, just setting the right foot forward for clubs like us to follow in suit. So it's
What is, and this could be for all of you guys, the night before, what's the meal like? Do you have a tradition, superstition, or do you just load up on a bunch of carbs?
Well, eating pretty much as much as I can.
That was a good question.
We have a nice chicken special.
Yeah, my old roommate used to make me chicken specialty the night before, so that was a good one as well.
Really?
Yeah, like bulk up on protein, carbs. Yeah.
Why is it your old roommate?
Oh, he's back in Australia for
I was going to say, God, if he cooked for you every night, he should still be living with you.
Yeah.
What drove you into rugby? You have a passion for it.
Yes. Well, I grew up in England, where it's like one of the main sports there, so it would kind of be like playing pee-wee football. So I started at 4 years old. My dad took me down to the local club and sort of played since then. So, but I mean, like Shawnee said, it's kind of just an awesome game. All shapes and sizes, speed. I'm not one of the fastest guys, so
Are you really?
I decided to try and get around it. Yeah.
Oh, it's not? I totally fell for it too. I'm like, really? So if somebody comes to the rugby game for the very first time, what should they expect?
they should expect a lot of hard hits,
Yeah.
big long runs. Some
it's
kicking.
family friendly.
It's family friendly. It's non-stop action, which is why a lot of people are drawn towards rugby because there's not timeouts. You just keep going the whole time. So.
Okay, is everybody ready? Okay. Happy
birthday
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bryce.
Thanks.
Happy birthday to you.
Thanks,
He
guys.
didn't sing. I think he should do it on his own now.
Go on, man.
Taking a day of gorgeous fall weather and rugby action at Glendale's Infinity Park this Saturday at 3 p.m. for the first rugby match following the men's game. Now, the women's team will hit the field to see the full schedule of events, now until October 21st. Visit GlendaleMerlins.com. That's GlendaleMerlins.com.